Four of the most powerful cats on Earth prowl India's land of extremes. Journey deep into India's tangled jungles in search of spectacular wild tigers. Witness the life or death struggle of three abandoned young cats on the brink of starvation. Spend an uneasy night stalking a leopard that's terrorizing a small village. Track down an extraordinary lion that once roamed across 2 continents and now exists in only one remote forest. Then scale the icy peaks of the Himalayas in search of the mysterious cat that eluded filmmakers for decades. The legendary snow leopard. India's premier wildlife filmmaker is on a mission to get closer than anyone has to all 4 of India's big cats. His first task, finding them. Join Alphonse Roy on an incredible expedition into India's most exotic, untamed places, when Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom goes in search of the great cats of India. In a remote tropical region in the heart of India, an abandoned fortress guards the ruins of an ancient Hindu empire. These 280 square miles of rocky hills and undisturbed jungle are Bandhavgarh National Park, a place where kings once ruled, but now tigers reign supreme. Despite an abundance of prey animals like these spotted deer, tigers are scarce. Only about 50 remain in the park, and their numbers are dwindling. For famed wildlife photographer Alphonse Roy, great cats are a passion. His love affair with tigers began as a young cameraman, when here, on this very spot, he was charged by an angry female, a moment he would never forget.
I was really frightened. I thought that was the end of the day.
Incredibly, out of the encounter grew a bond of mutual trust. The tigress was called Sita, and from that day on, he filmed her for most of her life.
Sita was a wonderful mother, and she allowed me to film many of her cubs, including my favorite, a tigress called Bachi.
It's Bachi we're hoping to find. Alphonse heard she's had cubs of her own, and he's eager to see how the next generation is faring at motherhood. The journey begins at first light to find the tigress Alphonse has known since birth, but hasn't seen for years. After several hours under a grueling sun, we're deep into Bachi's territory. But there's still no sign of the tigress and her cubs. Finally, the first sign of hope. A tiger kill is spotted. Given the location, it could be Bachi's. The carcass is a sambar deer, a few days old. Tigers like their meat a little ripe. While elephants provide a high and safe vantage point, they're a shaky platform for filming. To overcome the problem, Alphonse set out to design his own platform. After numerous incarnations, he finally arrived at a winning solution. A mobile 14-foot aluminum tripod with a seat that swivels 360 degrees, allowing him to spin when filming an animal on the run. With camera ready, all that can be done to find Bachi is sit, wait, and hope for the tiger to return. At last, movement. a tigris emerges from the underbrush.
It is Bachi. I filmed her since she was a cub, and I know her anywhere.
Ever cautious, Bachi approaches the kill. Unfortunately, no cubs are in sight.
It gives me such a great feeling to kind of see Bachi back on a kill.
She's calling for her cubs.
The cubs are no more than 3 months old.
I feel terribly indebted to this tigress. The way she has a trust, she brings her cubs in front of the camera, in front of me.
Two of the cubs have come down to eat, but Bachi is distracted. Her third cub hasn't appeared.
I can see that she is so concerned that the third cub has not come down. So every time while feeding, she keeps looking up.
Finally, the third cub takes tentative steps toward Bachi and Alphonse.
Amazing. 3 cubs of the same litter, but 2 of them are not scared to come, but 1 is so scared. It shows the character difference between the different cubs.
Bachi is only 10 feet away from Alphonse and could easily pull him off his tripod, but the two have grown up together, and she's accustomed to his presence.
It's a great day.
After spending time with Bachi and her cubs, one thing is apparent. The awkward cub Alphonse once knew has transformed into a graceful, caring mother. All is well. It's not easy for Alphonse to turn his camera away from Bachi and her beautiful cubs. But the day is not over. Word has come of another litter of tiger cubs at a critical stage in their lives. The team is anxious to see how they're coping. The search is on for a litter of 2-year-old cubs. It's been reported they're separated from their mother and could be in danger. But searching by elephant is slow going. After hours of searching, finally a discovery. 3 cubs abandoned and appearing listless and lost. Apparently, the separation from their mother has been traumatic. The cubs haven't eaten for days. If they don't make their first kill soon, they won't survive. While filming the cats, Alphonse realizes he's in a precarious position as well.
Many a time people ask me, aren't you scared of falling from the tripod? I'm not scared most of the times. But today, now, I'm really scared. It's not because of the proximity of the tiger, but more because I'm on a rock. And if I slip and fall, the fear is from hurting myself against the rock.
Alphonse is worried about the cubs. He decides to follow them for the next few days to see if they make their first kill. The team heads back to camp, worried that the cubs are spending another hungry night alone. That night, the cubs disappear. For days, the team scours the jungle with no luck. Now Alphonse fears for the cubs' lives.
क्या खबर है शेर का? नहीं मिला साहब अभी हम बेरहनी में हैं
Can't believe it. We've been having these tigers for the last 5 days. Don't know where they've gone.
Tigers can go without eating for up to 2 weeks, but young tigers are at risk because they lack experience.